Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, Pop man, we got about what time is it right now? 6:22. We got 8 minutes. So let's just talk about a little bit from yesterday's session, just as a little recap here. Um, really quickly, we hit three. The strategy hit three trades. One take was here to the upside. This one quickly got reversed. This was supposed to be the take. Quickly got reversed because of the 15-minute context here. We ended up running into a bull trap. Broke out, tried to go higher, came back into the range here. I had to reverse the trade, so the trade got reversed. Took a loss for roughly 19 points on that one. Went short here on stream, and pretty much this was it for the stream for 3 hours, right? We got in at 10:30 New York, and I guess, yeah, it took some time. Saw this choppiness come around, right? And I had to go to work probably right here-ish, here-ish. Ended up getting filled though. Um, Unfortunately, I clapped all my trades because I don't like trading. I don't like managing trades while I'm on the road or anything. Oh, sorry. You also had another from a pivot low. You had another take here. 2 bar here. I didn't like this bar, so you can add if the third bar was with it. So here is your measurement for the strat on the third bar. There's another take. Just three trades on the day. One winner, one loser, two winners. And then this one actually on the 5 minute was another entry. So I didn't catch this one. I saw afterwards. But since this was a catch on the 15-minute as well, this would have been umbrellaed. So this would have been a double. Um, so this would have been profits here. So total of 4 trades. Sorry, but this one was basically the same trading idea. Fortunately, you could umbrella it. So if I would have traded this appropriate yesterday, this would have been 231 points plus this almost 300 points. It's a great day yesterday. Again, you had to hold that trade for hours though. Literally, I think you had to hold that trade for what? 10:30, 14, 3 hours. 3 hours. Good morning, by the way. All right. So let's keep out of this a little bit here. This is just a little loud for me this morning. There we go. All right. So that was the trades from yesterday. The reason why you wouldn't take this break here, as per my rules, is because this ends up being the biggest bar of the day. And it's late in the day. Number one. Number two, we're past that 1430 mark, which is here. See here, 1330. Anything after 1430, I don't take the same. I don't take the same merit. So not only that, but it was the biggest bar. So I don't mess with the biggest bars of the day later on in the day. This was another fill here, another 2 bar here, but which I could have sauced up, but I don't take any more trades after 1430 the same way. So you did have it because I'm more likely to fail. Look, it's more likely to fail. See, it's failed. So that's how that worked. And yeah, gonna have a morning. See what's gonna happen here. So this morning, we were between two players. We identified these players early on. We identified our buy side players based off of a 2 minute. We went and looked back at the 2 minute, and we saw this buying that happened. I just happened to look at the 2 minute, but we saw this kind of little buying that increased volume, very clean buying. I didn't give the 2 minute too much weight here as we started to eat into the buyers. See, eating into them there, eating into them there. But they still held for a while. They just continued to chip away these buyers. And we talked about how there's only so many times we could do this before these buyers become satisfied, right? and they're gonna start to break. So again, that's where we kind of had it. Tried to find support here, couldn't get new buying interest above this level, and it rejected heavy. So it's more sellers and buyers, quite simply. So that was that player in the market there. Also, we had a player from a little bit bigger of a context here. By the way, where are we at with time? 3 minutes left. All right. We had a player here, right here. This selling on the 5-minute happened, increasing volume on the pre-market. This acted as a area of resistance here. So we see as we tapped up into it, it rejected almost immediately. We dug into those sellers a touch though, but this kind of acted as a area of liquidity for the sell side. So you had the player here, the player roughly here. It was here, but it slowly got eaten into until it got broke. And then you had your player here. So, and then the next buyer, the next decent buyer, which I was really looking at, was down here, right here. So this was a buyer that we're looking at, that saying that they would step up in again. Not that they would, but it's likely we would find buyers down here again. As you see, it's kind of getting near it, accumulating towards it a little bit. So good morning, by the way. Appreciate you guys joining the stream. I don't know about this mix this morning. It's a little too heavy for me. I might go I need something a little bit more relaxing. We'll go not this relaxing. That's too relaxing. Chill it out. That's alright. Still need something lighter than this. We need something lighter. Let's click on the hurricane video. That would have been interesting. I don't know about light with that. Alright, let's see. Keep this chill. There we go. That's chill. Alright, so bounce off this. And this is where I thought we were gonna find support, and it did. Eventually. See how we kind of just honed away from it? All pre-market. Now as we get into post-market, let's try it out a little bit. We got 20 seconds left for this 5-minute candle. We make it happen real quick. So here's our pre-market low. This put in a new pre-market high. Now we had a little bit of an anomaly pre-market, by the way, right here. So this is a 2-to-1. Typically, I marked this out on a Discord this morning before we popped in here. But yeah, you take this 2-to-1. See if it hits 2-to-1. I think it does because I charted that. I think at 105. There you go, 2-to-1. That was a 2-to-1 trade. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Good morning, by the way. Appreciate you guys joining the stream. All right, let's get into this morning. So 15 minutes over here. Let's bring this 15-minute in. So a little anomaly trade here, like that, but that was pre-market. I wouldn't take it anyways. But during the day, now the idea with these anomalies is you want to take them. If you're going to take them, you need to take them at the extreme of a range. It's almost better if that bottom wick actually blasts through the range and comes out. That's even better. So same thing for top side. If it was red, you kind of see a little bit of an anomaly here. A similar concept where you have it go red and it goes up higher and ends up red again. The only thing about this one I don't like is that this body wasn't a little bit more solid. So we'll see. You have some buyers here. Some. I'll look to reinforce this position right here. See, we're kind of tapping into that. Actually, they'll reinforce it up to here. So you see buyers kind of stepped up again there. Let's see if we can find some sellers somewhere. Oh yeah, we got sellers. So clean that up a little bit. So these sellers, see the increase in volume? Probably from right here. Here. Have sellers. So if we chewed into those this morning, which it looks like we did a little bit, they're still going to be present. We chewed into it about right here, about this much. A little bit more actually, but we'll see how this closes. So, 2 little pre-market players this morning. And we're going to see if this goes. Now, if we get new buying interest above these levels, should continue to see it run. At least up to here somewhere until this next seller comes across here, right? So, different levels. And then my buy side, you have strong buyers down here. Bottom pivot. Had them go all the way up right here, and then they just chunked into it a little bit. So, yeah. Add those in. We'll put pre-market, post-market, doesn't matter. They're there. Market. Yeah, your pre-market sellers here. So if I was to show a volume profile, should show these areas as a little bit thin between. Let's see. See if it'll give me a full volume all the way across. See, even though the volume here, here's your pre-market buyers, and then you have a little bit of discrepancy here with the all pre-market sellers. And if this data point went all the way back here, see if it'll adjust or not. If I took the context of this, this would be your other big volume spike here. Go down and come back up here. See? Up here. But this, where it floated most of the day. Didn't even catch these sellers yesterday. So it's saying it's pretty thin here. But it's all contextual. Waiting for it to update. I can't move it again for it to update again. Gotta load a lot of data. See if it'll even do it. All right, nonetheless. There it is. There it is. So we'll see. See if we dip back up into this range, find some value at these levels. Dipped into these buyers a little bit. Go throw something in my stomach. Be right back. Hold on 1 second here. By the way, so first candle's done. Nothing much to do. Wide range bar. About 30 points. It's not too big. So I'll be right back. All right. So yeah, that fully engulfed. As you can see, we're just playing between these two players. We could have ranged it, could have sold into the two players here, but they can get really tricky. 15-minute looks like it's just straight ripping, right? If it goes green, next 7 minutes, these sellers are going to get ran. By the way, I'm getting rid of this volume profile there. Yeah. So let's see what's gonna happen here. Getting back up in that range from yesterday. Right up here. We'll see. Have a pre-market low down here. Pre-market high up here with the top of the range. Top of the pre-market range. Not too much to do here. For me. If we were to go smaller time frame, let's just have a look here. Oh yeah. Still doesn't look like much. 15-second maybe? I don't know. Let's find out. A little bit better details here. Still though, I mean, if it's when it's dojing out on the 15-minute, it looks crazy. Here we get a little bit of clarity here on the 5-second, but I don't know many of you can trade on the 5-second. But yeah, nonetheless, here we are between these two ranges, full engulfed. Finding some sellers again here. See what happens. I hope you guys are having a good morning. You guys took any trades pre-market? Let me know in the chat. We're gonna try and actually hit it this morning. Hopefully. We got data coming out Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Could be pretty chill until that data comes out. A lot of false breaks, a lot of discrepancies, basically. A lot of mixed views. There we go. So until then, it's just kind of just nothing much to do, just chill and hang out. We'll see. All right, at the top of this range, though, as you can see, the days have been pretty lull until boom, we had that big cut at the end of the day, but not too bad. It's not like these days. You see how wild this day was, right? Just huge ranges, huge price action moves. See that? Like big range days, right? And so you get to this day, look at it, and you're just like, what the heck? And finally that move happened, but same thing with today, being this tight in a range here, throwing the volume. One of these guys are going to crack. So again, found sellers here. Push that away a little bit. Just hanging out between these two guys. So we'll see. Crack below here, we should see a nice move down. Crack and close, not just a crack. But if we play between these two players all morning, it's just going to be one of those mornings. If you're playing range, it's great. No, so as per the strat, see how we have a lower low and a higher high? So those are two new pivots. So nothing to even draw it into right now. This was the 925 candle, so I can't technically draw a trend there, and it got invalidated anyways with a wick. So nothing to do there. Needed to work its way around here. This is too smooth. Too smooth. Too smooth. Make me fall over.
Just in the same way as you don't focus your attention on how you make your thyroid gland function, so in the same way you don't have any attention focused on how you shine the sun. So then, let me connect this with the problem of birth and death, which Enormously, of course.
A little better. Like that piano.
In order to understand what the self is, you have to remember that it doesn't need to remember anything.
Bouncing off that pre-market high, finding some sellers up there.
So then, when you die, you're not going to have to put up.
I clap this Discord notification. This dude's getting heavy philosophical on the thyroid gland this morning.
When they die, they're going to be locked up in a dark room forever.
It's all about the thyroid.
And sort of undergo that.
All right.
But
Let's see.
one of the most interesting things in the world, this is a yoga, this is a way of realization.
I don't know. Too much about the thyroid this morning. There we go. I did like it though. He's just talking over me. All right, 1 minute left in this 15-minute candle. We doji at the top of this range here. It'd be very interesting. If we come up higher, if we break, go up higher, come back down into this range, that will technically be a bull trap on the 15-minute right here. So I've been talking about how I don't have enough data for these pre-market breaks. I think there was one yesterday that I took. 1 minute left on this candle. Let's see. 1 minute yesterday where we had the same thing. It broke out of the pre-market. See these pre-market ranges? Tried to go higher, came down. I took the short because the 15-minute carries a little bit more weight in the pre-market session. So the 5-minute though doesn't. The 5-minute can just get whatever. So if this ends up coming back down into here, I, per my rules, have to take this short. I shouldn't say per my rules. I still need more data on this. I still don't know if this is a fit. It worked yesterday, but I don't know if it's going to be one of those 50% trades, right? So if it gets below this, it didn't break out of all the wicks here. It just broke out of most of these wicks. I needed to break out of all of them. It's really close though. Super close. But it didn't break out of the way, so I would love to see it come back down here to these bodies down here at 90 for me to be interested in taking that short. 15 seconds left. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Looks like we're going to chew up into these sellers here, which is good because I prefer not to take a pre-market break on the 15-minute anyways. Let's see. It's a big, wide range doji. Yep. All right, so we got trend line. Are we at 10 o'clock yet? Nope, not yet. So morning's taking a while. So both of these trends are going to be pretty much invalid too because we're just tight ranging. So nothing much to do here. It's playing these. If I was playing the range between these two players, you're just selling where the sellers are and buying where the buyers are. And that's pretty much it. Not a recommendation. I'm not a financial advisor, by the way. None of these trades are recommendations. Dude, these are just heavy this morning. I need to get like a good mix that's just consistent. I do like this stuff, but we're just a little later here. There we go. I like this one. Oh, this is a decent mix. There we see. This is more my speed this morning. That stuff is getting crazy. All right, dipping back into these buyers again. Let's see. And if you're just selling, if you're playing this range right here, where I'm calling this range, it's crazy. Oh my goodness, these guys are battling. It's just ridiculous. Look at this. As soon as it tapped into the zone again. Eventually, I'm telling you, I'm going to make a strat based off this. Tracy, good morning. How are you? It's playing between a couple players this morning. Nothing too exciting. I mean, if you're playing the range, you'd be just losing your mind right now. Be so stoked. So, got those sellers up there at that 104 about level, and buyers at 75. And we just keep playing between the two people. So one of them's going to have to give it up here pretty soon. But Well, I say pretty soon, but yesterday was like 4 hours, right? 3 hours of playing between two players, so we'll find out what happens. For right now, though, we're range bound. Those buyers look pretty strong, though. If you look at the 15-minute over here, these wicks are pretty heavy, right? So wicks are pretty heavy. Nothing much to do. And we got wider on both sides, too, so. Yeah. Kind of a lull this morning. I mean, playing technically, I mean, this range is pretty sick though. 30-point ranges. If you would have played the extremes, bought, you know, sell up here, buy, sell until it breaks. The only problem is these zones are about 20 points too, so trying to make 30 and risking about 20. It's about 1.5. I mean, look, I mean, if it came all the way up here, sold off again, right? If you're just selling ranges, if you're selling like 2 points into the range, it's crazy. Here comes again. Tempted. I should get a practice account and just trade ranges with a practice account. Nothing too much. Nothing too much. Go smaller time frame. Yeah, just kind of in the middle of the range here. 1 minute. You know when the 1 minute's looking nasty, it's nasty. Oh boy. 30 seconds left in this 5-minute candle. We'll see. If it goes right in the middle of the range, who knows, man? Be anything here. Alright, big bottoming wick. Will it flip green? If it flips green, you got a little bit of an anomaly here. A little bit. But if this flips green, it could be a stronger buy side case, but still I wouldn't. I'm not with it yet until we actually break, which I don't like taking these breaks anyways, but this technically is one, but I don't like taking these strict breaks until about 10, so more likely to fail. Need to get above these sellers, I mean. Let's see if we can do it now. Huge bottoming wick, huge green bar here. Volume looks like a laser pointer next to this other one. Just flat as can be with all that volume. That was very interesting. I wonder what the exact number was. It's like a 40K difference. Not even 40K, 4K? 4K. 400. No, 4K. 400. 40. I don't know. That's crazy. All right. Would love to see some. I mean, it's still nothing I can do. Even if this breaks to the upside, I might be able to take something based off this pre-market range here. But we'll see. You got sellers up there too. That's not how you spell sellers. Okay. Oh lord. Okay, I need to do this with 2 hands. 2 hands will help. I'm trying to do it with my left hand. It's not working. Go. Look at this. Just rejection off these sellers again. Dude, if you're range trading today, you'd just be killing it. Three minutes left though. Let's see what happens. There we go. Here we go. Maybe. JP Morgan CEO. Deficits are, what was that? Let me check that news real quick. Where we at here? Deficits are inflationary and need to be dealt with. Deficits are inflationary. All right. Cracking up into these sellers now. We give new buying interest above here. We take out these sellers. This could have a little bit of headroom here, which I wouldn't mind. So I said I looked a little more bullish because of these huge bottoming wakes, meaning that shorts are probably trapped in these areas. This is a bit of an anomaly here. It's not really at the bottom of a range though, it's at the top of a range, so it's tough to analyze that one. Need new buying interest here. Get a crack here, we actually might see a little bit of headroom. All right, let's see. Opening up. This looks pretty good. I just can't get in yet. So cracking that level up there. 30 seconds left in the candle. Needs to get above there. If it closes, I mean, it still took out most of those sellers, but especially how it's been lingering. But this could be one of those that'll let it rip and then dump into that liquidity kind of moves here. Doesn't look like it, but it looks strong. It's really strong. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at the strength of that baby. All right. All right, super strong volume too. Full crack. We're gonna consider these guys gone. Right, we got buyers now. Buyers in control. So tough thing for me here is that 33. I think this should be much higher actually. Yeah, 51. We're a fifth bar in, biggest bar of the day. I hope this bar goes red, I'll just say that. If it goes red, then we 2-bar into it, that'll give me an opportunity. If it just continues to rip green, it's gonna be tough for me to buy. Woman look clean. Very clean buying here. Alright, 2 minutes says it's in. It's a go. Not touching it yet though. I would prefer to see this one go red. I mean, if this one comes red all the way back down in the range here, that's a definite sell for me. But if this one just goes a little red, which is I would prefer to go touch red, then I could look to get into this to the long side. I really don't think I should take this guy 5th bar being a huge bar long. Right? It's only 40 points technically though, so that's not too bad. It's not too bad. Let's find out. Let's find out. Also trading with the fast check account today, so that'll be good. Trying to look for a good quality with this. I want to get this payout on the fast track already. So tough. We got a minute left. Did wedge up. Is nice volume. It's only 40-point bar, but really challenging still. 50-point bar. So that means I'd have to take about $140 worth of risk here. Running into huge sellers. So in speculation, I'm saying that I want to go all the way up. If this closes up here, I got to go all the way to 223. Take out these sellers up here. I don't love it. Take out these sellers, plus get above this high, which is where the sell liquidity was anyways. But it'll only be the second test. And when it rips straight up like this, it's in my opinion more likely to fail. If it like consolidated sideways, then we break kind of like this action here that happened yesterday. Kind of when we have the consolidation against like a range like this, it's more likely to break big, right? But when we go straight up into a range here, it's more likely to fail, in my opinion. So tough. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna take it. I don't think I'm gonna take it based off a couple things. If I do take it, I want to get a little bit better pricing. I'm gonna take it at like the 110s or something. I want to wait for it to kind of get back, and then I'll take it. This thing could rip though. I mean, technically, I have to look long. Whether I'm gonna take it into the context or not, that's a different story, right? I think I should take it in the context. So we are two bars above it here. See if I can get a little better pricing. All right, so technically, yeah, that just looks hella strong. Excuse my language. That looks really strong right out of that rip. Okay, so this would be the entry. Typically, not a recommendation, by the way. Trade at your own risk. I'm not a financial advisor. My theory is that we bounce off these sellers here, retrace a little bit, and then I get in for the dip. That being said, this looks very strong. Very strong. And if I missed it, that's okay. There'll be, if it's this strong, there's going to be more opportunity. I'm not too concerned. But yeah, the way that thing ripped right above it at the 80s, that looks crazy. So I'd love to see a flush down and grab some right here. Boom. I don't know. I don't think it's going to let me get in. It's looking great. It's looking super strong. Hope this strength can continue actually for the day. Yeah, that would be nice. Oops, sorry about that. You have a different mic, but look at that. It's a beauty. Yeah, that wedge break, blast off. That's great. In hindsight, the move is relatively small. This range is only 92 to about 100 points. That's not that small. But it's small comparatively to what we've been having. We'll see. I'll be interested to see us get above these levels. Check the daily real quick. Oh wow, just engulfing all over the place. All right. Get my clean chart out too. All right. There we go. Definitely above pre-market high. That's for sure. Oh, that's not pre-market low. There we go. All right. So if this is really, really, really strong, which it looks really strong so far, if it is, there'll be more opportunity to get in this. This is the new biggest bar of the day right here. We have 51 on this one. Let's see what 51 is on this one. I don't think so. Oh, okay, not too bad. 51's right up here. So if this thing closes above this thing, I can't even touch that one. Yeah. So, not too much going on. I mean, a lot going on. Ripping. Could have missed my entry there, but what to find out. See if this will get me back in somewhere. Oh, buyers are just looking good here. They ain't playing around. They came to the party, baby. Yeah, that's a huge volume buy here. Huge. See what happens. Should get a take profit. I'm not getting this in this late for 20 points, but it's pretty solid. Ripping faces. That looks great. Look at that. Boom. Hammering like this one. Hopefully it doesn't get chewed up like this one. No, this one, that was crazy. When it ripped that strong and got eaten like that, that was... Uh-oh. Sorry about that. Looks like I got dropped. I need to run an Ethernet cord all the way to my fiber optic. Using a decent Wi-Fi antenna right now, but nothing too crazy. A day like today, 1 minute sure would look good. Boom. Boom. Man, they're buying aggressively into this area. Looks good. It looks really good, to be honest. Not touching it yet. Want to. So this big purple ocean of sellers is huge sell-side liquidity. Same thing over here. A bunch over here too. Decent amount. So that 400 might be on the table. 400 could be on the table today, honestly. I hope this candle doesn't rip above this one. I want to get a little entry in here somewhere. Won't get me in. Seconds. Would love to see it stay below 2203. I want to be able to get in this if it's going to move. It's going to continue to be strong. Big inside bar here, so technically I'm allowed to 3-bar play this. All right. And what we got here? So 32, so 15 points. So roughly 18 level. So 3-bar play here. Strong uptrend. Should see a little scalp. I think I accidentally bought 2 minis on my, what is this? NZ? Oh yeah, this is definitely not the right one. Right index here. Well, that's interesting. Meant to buy NQs. Close that on the, that's interesting. Okay. The right ones here. Forgot to put a new DOM up, so gave me gave me the wrong thing here. Let's see here. 6 NTQ. I need to make sure that New Zealand dollar, huh? I don't know if I was meant to buy those. A lot of those orders still aren't in there. So in this next bar, it'll turn into a 4-bar play. If we stay above, really the 50% mark is where I want to stay above. If we close below that bottom wick, close below the 50% point here, that definitely would validate that. I'm cool with a wick tap into it as long as it's kind of closes near the top here. But yeah, so we'll see if we can get a 3-bar here or 4-bar on the close. See. We're running into these sellers again, which they are present here. Just a ton of liquidity here from these sellers previously. We here. So run up in those levels, but still they're proving a little strong here. Nonetheless, these buyers look very good. Very good. All right, let's see what happens. If this goes below either of these, I really don't want to mess with it too much. I'd be less interested. Quality goes down. 171. This is the level here. Let's see. All right, so I tapped into those. On my Rithmic. Let's get that back. Oh, geez. Not bad. Held. Sit and wait. Sit and wait. Is interesting level here. That one done? All done, huh? All right, so on the basis of this trade, I'd like to get a fill down here. We did run into these sellers up here, but I would prefer to get a fill down in this area here again somewhere. Tap into this right here. It's 128, so right ahead of those. If it did come down, this 4-bar play is still in the works because it's not invalidated yet. Definitely would like to see tap a little bit below that. So we'll see. The minute buyers go above that level, it's going to be really strong anyways. In my opinion, not financial advice. Alright, 1 minute. This thing needs to rip, otherwise I'm cutting this trade off. Trade idea off. So we get a little bit of range to work with here. Alright, this isn't gonna work. I'm taking this one off. Well, it might still work, but 4 bars gone. Any more than this, now I'm playing a different kind of trading idea. So, that's that. You have a little top pivot here. Maybe this might get me back into the range here a little bit, but a little bit of a gap down on that. Oops. Back up there. Alright, so. Sellers are where we found them. Where I thought they were going to be. 200. Not a difficult find, but they're still active, I guess is what I'm trying to say. That 15-minute chart's so small. It still is bullish, right? I mean, pre-market highs, I'm only looking for longs right now. Even if this breaks and cuts, I'm not taking the first 2 bar here. If anything, I want to get this trade at a better price. That's what I'm looking for. Might put one right. Might put a buy here. Put a buy here. Yeah, we'll find out. Comes TEPS bound down here. I wouldn't mind this. You got a little bit of for ICT. You got a little bit of fair value gap here. Right here. So this is about the 50% point. So this would be an area of support. I just, personally, I'd prefer to risk. If I'm going to get into this trade, I prefer to risk 46 points instead of 70 points. To get to this take profit up here. So, that's my reasoning. Not that it will get down here. Could just get up and take. It's just, I prefer it. All right, getting close to that ICT level here. They testing that fair value gap right here, top of it. See if we get into it. Bounce right off the top of it to the tick. All right, see if the pressure kind of exudes pressure, more pressure here. Oh, wow, strong buyers. Couldn't even break it. Tested it twice. Let's see if it'll test it third time here. The dreams. All right. Tested once, twice, no 3 times. See what happens. So ICT people would love that little pull here, little 15-point pull, almost 20 points. This thing could flip green. There's a lot of buyers interested down here, including me. I'm interested. To the T. Oh my goodness. Again, just for visualization. Here's your fair value gap right here. Just tapped it. Just tapped it, ripped right off of it. Pretty wild. We'll see. Flip screen, that would be pretty crazy. So still haven't gotten into anything. I tried to take a little stab at that 4-bar, try to get a better pricing on the Rhythmic account, but that didn't work according to, well, it worked according to my plan. I got stopped out almost immediately, so. On my fast tracks. We'll see. 14 seconds, this close isn't too strong. See if I get my buy down here. Come on down. Come on down, eh? I want to see a flush and grab. The only disappointment I would have is if it 1 ticks away from me. That would be frustrating. One little break. Increase volume on this one. Not too much, though. I mean, if you look at the buy volume compared to the sell volume, it's not that. We just need interested buyers up here. Right, new interest. There's going to be a ton of interest. This is very interested. They're screaming, we're interested. So, just the seller was a little point here from the other day. So, see how we broke above, still ran into these sellers though. They're still here. They're still present. So I can't even look short at all. There's 2 reasons why I can't look short. 1, we're above the pre-market highs right now currently. 2, the strategy's in a trade. I just didn't take it. I didn't take it twice because I didn't like how we ran into these sellers initially, and I didn't like that my biggest bar of the day happened on the 5th bar. I don't like taking the 5th bar biggest. It still can work. Just works less. 15 is looking great. 3 minutes left on the 15-minute bar. So this should get me in here if we're going to continue to move up. Should be able to find an entry. Should. Again, I hope it does come down to just give me some of that love. Tap me out. If you guys are new to the stream, welcome to the stream. Stream Monday through Friday, 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. Oh, p.m. Pacific. A.m. A.m. Still the AM for me, as you can see. Now we're going to test these sellers again. We're going to see. Are there going to be? Is there going to be buying interest above these levels? You actually need buying interest above here, but we'll see. If we doji on the 15-minute, I would expect it with a drawdown, maybe like to the 65, and then a rip up again, or just a clean 3-bar, which I would have to also chart. Boom, boom. Yeah, this could get really wild to the upside of this 15-minute 3 bars. That'd be crazy. Sellers are still kind of present there. I'm almost tempted just to trade the zones with the fast track account because it seems like it seems super scalpy, just easy to mess with, you know. I'm not going to, but boy, does it seem easy. So it is 195. Throw a little limit order in there. Right here. A little sell limit on the fast track, we'll see. Not a recommendation. Definitely not a recommendation, because this is going rogue here. Try and see if I can get a little scalp off the trend tap, down rejection, or break failed rejection. 10 seconds left. Have to be a little lower now, though. 425. Eh, it should still work. Let's see. We get a little push up and dump. Push dump. I prefer for this not to go down and then rip up and then push. Then I would cancel that order. I wanted it to do a quick toe tap. Toe tap to the 194. A little rejection, maybe for like 10 points. Right now. Come on, toe tap me. We at almost there. 192, 193. There we go. So there's the sell. So this is cracking, but I'm expecting a smidge of some fake out here. A smidge of it. If not, it's okay. I'm gonna cut it at 210. Where does this stop at? Stops at yeah. Let's see. All right, so there. That's all I wanted. Was that little toe tap right there? It's that much. Can't see how much I made off of that though. That's exactly what I wanted though. Wanted to touch at 94, and I wanted it to come red. Boom. Got about 10 points there. Just can't see how much that was. Yep. I think I got 10 points out of that. Man, I can't. I screwed up my fast track. I somehow I need a default. Can you default my workspace? Exit out of this and have it default me, because I don't know how to get to my trades here. Let's see here. Cracking a little bit here at 206. Oh, is this the heat map? Oh, shoot. I got access to the heat map? Book map? Yeah, I don't need it. Alright, let me see here. Kind of rejected again, right? Seller's still active there. There we go. Trades. That's what I was looking for. Okay. So, yeah, roughly 60 points. So I got roughly per micro, got about roughly 13 points a micro. Sorry, not 13. Yeah. No. Yeah, 13 points a micro. So off 5 micros. So just a quick little scalp there. That's what I was looking for. Let's see if I can scalp up a little bit more. Good morning, by the way. You guys are new joining. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Looking for a breakout here. I would actually prefer not to see it wick me, because it's still technically lower, but it's barely lower. Still have active sellers here. This is a test of the extreme. So if this breaks trend, I can actually look to go short against this position. It looks like we're breaking, so. There it is. There you are. So you take out these sellers. One more bar. I'm going to take this long. Not a recommendation. Trade at your own risk. All right. We're in the action here. The green candles didn't get above these sellers all the way, but you could pretty much consider that like taken, right? So we'll see. Finally got that break here. Nice push. Love to see this continue up. Hit the marker at 224. That would say this buy side's over, which is nice. Wanted to get a little bit better pricing, but ended up not getting it. Could have re-gotten in here. But again, because of the biggest bar, now I know if fifth bar is always this questionable one. I need a little bit more data. I keep saying I need more data. It's because I've done so much work to clear out a lot of the data that I needed for the strategy, but there's still a couple little loose ends. This being one of them. Fifth largest bar. So again, if this breaks out, goes back up to range, what is this? How much is this? Unfortunately, I can't get into the short, but yeah. So this is 6 points. So this would be a bull trap, but since it's still in the context of the trend break, can't take it. But I will take this long if it's green. Not a recommendation. Trade at your own risk. Want to see the volume. Volume got pretty much back where we needed to get to, so that's all good. That's all gravy. I'm gonna look for this thing to continue. All right, so a little bit of a trap here. If this continues back down. Still have active sellers here, but needed interested buyers up at this point. Doesn't mean that it's going to sell, by the way. Doesn't mean it's going to sell off. It just means that not a ton of buying interest yet. Actually, we look at the footprint, see if they're actually where these guys are. See if there was a ton of buying interest at these levels. Now that I think about it. Yeah. Zoom in here. Tell you exactly what happened up here. Ton of buying interest. Ton of buying interest at the 210s. Ton of buying interest here. So, like a ton. The sellers just aren't present compared to these buyers, even though the buyers are up there. So some buyers are trapped up here at that 207. So if you can't get back above 207, these bulls are probably going to get trapped. Same thing with the 214s. 214s is more bears trapped. Bulls trapped. Bulls trapped. Sorry, I keep saying bears. Bulls. So 1 minute 28 left. Taking a little peek at the footprint. Nothing crazy. Glad that we do have the footprint, though. All right. So having some patience here. It's been an hour, a little over an hour. I think this trade will still fill. A lot of risk on the table now. Not a lot of risk, Gary. Hope this flips green. Want to get some action here. There we go. Come on, Nelly. Give me green here. This is a 3-bar on the 15-minute, by the way. That's bullish. 10 seconds. Flip green. Well, 15 seconds, but now 10 seconds. Let's see. Let's see if they scoop it up. Will they scoop it up? Fingers on the trigger. 2, 1. Didn't give it to me. All right. So technically this is a trap, but I'm not taking it because of context. But it's technically is a trap here. Bull's trapped. More likely to get ran through, meaning stopped out. Let's see, 3-point stop here. Let's see. 1.86, 1.75 right here. It is more likely to get stopped out though because we're still in the context of that trend. So I wouldn't take it. I'm not taking it. But just for charting purposes, broke out previous bars, tried to go up higher, came back down into the wick here. Boom. So under a different context, if this wasn't in a trade, I would definitely be interested in taking the short. But since it's in the interest, this thing can rip much higher. It pivot high though. It's a little bit of a, actually a little bit of a 3-bar too. I could technically take, let's see here. How big is this candle? 29, so 15 points. If it goes above here, 18. All right, so if it goes above 18, I'm gonna look for 15 points. 33, 33.75. There we go. We'll see. Where I said I was gonna land. Bull trap. 16. Roughly right here. Let's put a little notch there. And check it. All right. Still very bullish. Taking a little peek at the smaller time frame. I want to see what that buying looked like. Yeah, it didn't look too strong. This looks strong. This doesn't look too strong. I mean, it doesn't mean that's not strong. It's just not like places I want to dip back by into for support. We'll look for a little 3-bar here. Boop, boop. Hopefully get a little quick tap out. Good morning, Samuel. How are you? No trades yet. Well, I got some trades on the Fast Track account, but nothing on my Top Step yet. There it is. Look at that. What? Look at this. Top Step didn't fill me out on these. Oh my. Oh, and it lost me $12. That's freaking hilarious. You've got to be kidding me. It rips up. Should have got my bid here. Gets the 3-bar, and I should have made like just like $30. End up losing 6 points on that. That's freaking hilarious. Oh my god. You guys saw that, right? I had a limit buy here, was just staring at it as it ripped right past it. That must have been so thin. Zero selling. Zero selling on the footprint. That was crazy. You got to see how fast this buying came in. I wish I could show you. That was lame. But this trade got filled, so that would have been a good trade this morning. I just didn't get into it. And then that one I wanted to get in, but somehow I lost 6 points on that trade. I must have not been a part of those buyers. But buyers were getting filled. Super thin. That was ridiculous. I can't wait. Man, I want to show that on a reel. That's hilarious. All right. Well, I got a trade that worked that I didn't get paid for. Let's see. We have sellers up here. Let's see what these other sellers are. Well, you have a little bit of a block here. Right here. You touch it? We touched it. Yep. Look at that. I could have just taken that, actually. What is this? 56. How big's this bar? This bar's pretty big, right? Biggest? Biggest of the day? Take a little sell there on my fast track. Oh, it's not the biggest of the day. Well, 5150. About the biggest of the day. Looking strong. Jump to the moon. Let it run, dude. Let it run here. Let it rip. Could have got a little bit better pricing on that. Let me see here. What's this one? 56. Try and put a limit here. 56. Let's see here. 56. Go. Get back up here again. Come on. Try to get close twice. Come on. Tap me out. Alright. A few there on the fast track. Let's see if I want to play it. I got all of them I filled, I think. I just want to see if we crack into these guys again, do a little retracement. Take a stop out at 70. Oh! I had stops out? Oh, whoops. Wasn't supposed to have stops out. That was a big aggregate loss for the stop. Ripped right above those guys. Looking extremely strong here. Didn't let me in here. A little disappointing. 15 minutes looking just mega bullish. Might test these 400s up here. Breaking out of this range is crazy. Huge volume bid there. Took some sells up there at the 70s. Expecting this order to come in a little bit still, but took a little bit off. This is me just scalping on my fast tracks. Nothing too crazy. This is a way to. This is how you blow your accounts, basically. Yeah, I'm gonna hold a few. Break back above that 70s again. I'm gonna take a stop out there. Yeah. So nothing too crazy. That looks bullish. Just 3-bar rips above again. But we'll see. Close below this. Would like to see it kind of see if we can hit those 19s again. We'll see. $19s and then a buy, a bid. Or it could just 3-bar rip above this. So I'll stop it at 70. It goes at 70. Not a recommendation, by the way. You guys aren't seeing any of this. It's on my fast track account, but I can't really show you the fast track account because if you looked at my rate screen, you'd be like, this is a mess. I could actually show you the other screen. It's pretty wild. There's things everywhere. Every square inch of screen space is taken by different applications. Let's see if I can get back down to the 18s. That's what I want. Hold one runner. Let's see, 18s. Let's see, no centering. I'll get down to the 18s and see. Put it at right above 20. I'm gonna put 2 limits. 221. There we go. So I got 2 contracts waiting to get filled here, the 21s. See if this does a little love tap, or I get stopped at the 70s. Let's see. There we go. Got all the orders in now. This is just basically off this player here. If we actually close above it again for the second time, I'm going to consider it pretty much trashed. So, but we can see that buyers are still there. Look for the liquidity here. We are hitting a lot of tops here. So there will be interested sellers, but that does not mean that. I mean, this move is very strong. We could blast right through these guys, no problem. Not recommendations, by the way. Trade at your own risk. I'm not a financial advisor. All of these trades are for entertainment purposes only. So 3-bar, technically inside bar. There's a little bit outside the inside bar, but if this rips above this, we could see just another continuation flagship move up. Just crazy amount of points. And like I said about this trap, this is the context of a trap, but I'm sorry, this is a trap pattern, but because of the context, I knew that it's very likely this would have got stopped out, which it did get stopped out. Hence the reason why I didn't take it. This is looking bullish. It's looking rippy. Hopefully I don't get that 3-bar again. Got a little burned on that one. That's a bummer. Cannot wait to clip that. That's gonna be hilarious. Wouldn't have been funny if I was messing with, you know, a couple 2 minis or something, trying to get a 2 mini scalp and be down $240 off of slippage, off of just poor platform execution. But it's really tough when the buy side's really thin like that. I probably wouldn't even have gotten that order with a regular broker because there would have probably been a bunch of people ahead of me front running it. So I'm not super mad. I'm not mad at all, actually. It's fine. Small size is fine with me. Still in that short. just a little bit. A few contracts I was in for 15 micros. I'm still holding 3. I think the fill was at, let's see here, the fills were at roughly 67 on the short, so roughly up here. There we go. I would love to see a little crackdown. So 21's where I have a 2, and then I have a runner just in case this whole thing folds over, which I don't think it will, but it's possible we come down to like pre-market lows or something and do something dramatic. So let's see. 2, 1. If we crack below this, this is another sell per Al Brooks. Crack below this is a failed flag, basically. 1 tick below 233. Huge, another huge, or look at these order blocks, just boom, boom. Just like cannons. Charted on the, a minute, yeah, you got buyers here for sure. So my 21's not unrealistic. Buyers will still be present. I would have liked to see it flash on that one though. That would have been the one I would have preferred to see. See if we get a little toe tap here. A love tap. Little dump and run. Dump and run. 10 more points. Let's see if I can get it. Come on. Just give me that tap. Running into that trend too. I'm going to take 1 there. If these other 2 fill, I'll be happy with it. All right, flipping. We're going to close all of them. I'm out there. I wanted it to happen in that move. In this crack right here. As soon as it cracked, that's the move I wanted it. When it got eaten up real quick, not interested in it anymore. If anything, I'm interested in the buy side, right? So, still trying to get above this level. We got a lot of resistance up here. So, try to break once. We do have a lot of support, a lot of strong buying. Still looking to go long here for me. So, volume just needs to pick up above this candle here. And that 3-bar play on the 15-minute worked out. Excellent. I didn't take it, but it did look good. Might get that touch I wanted anyways. 21's right here. Let's see. Right below that trend, so I kind of wanted to dip and go. And we know there's buyers there. Looking on a smaller time frame here. See how the buyers are just continuing to accumulate here. Might be interested in selling this one more time at 56. Maybe. Just like a couple. Let's see here. Nice long there. A little bit of a trap. The other side. Should see a continuation. Let's find out. 40 seconds left. I have a couple more in the sell at 55, but I might cut those. I wanted to see it kind of go right there and then retrace like how it's retracing. Just didn't do it. It's gonna be tricky right here. Have to be very specific. Unless this goes red. 3, can it rip above that little piece right there? Nope. It's not a take. Also gonna flatten that other one. If anything, I could have bought some here on the rhythmic on the fast track to play up to the 50s. Still technically can. I'll take a couple. Looking just for like 10 points. Up to that 57s. Let me get out of this. 57s. I'm going long. Yeah, 57s. Actually, I don't want 57.50. There we go. I want 56.75. Perfect. Let's see if we can get up there. Tap that again. Oh, almost. There it is. Okay, got that one. So, wanted to buy here on the close of that. Just between these two buyers, right? And then I honestly could have taken a sell up here. Played the range. Immediately sold 2 more. Nothing too crazy. Just 10 points a micro. Figure have a little bit of action here since the house blend strategy had 1 for 69 points. It's even meme worthy. I just didn't get into it. A lot of day left though. A lot of day left. So if this does go above green, see, could have got the sell here again and played the range. You see what I'm saying? Like this is just great. Another 10 points. Boom, 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 boom. It's happening. I'm coming soon. Because then you could purchase down here. Put a stop below. Let's see. So volume. I want to see the volume get above here on this buy, on this bid. If it doesn't get above there, I don't really want it. Not really interested. So, good morning, Shark. How'd you do this morning? I'm sure your fibs did pretty good, actually. This is like Fib City, right? This has got to be Fib City. If you're trading fibs in this with levels, oh man. We'll see what happens. I want to see this volume kick up. It's kick up above here, otherwise I'm not interested yet. They were working well. Yeah, I figured. This is like Fib's dream right here. Right? Just nice clean cut, big movements, right? Respecting retracements. I guess the first one would have been here. Hit that 382. Broke the 382, which was bullish. Had this first one that came up here. And we're still above the 236, so that's still extremely bullish, which is crazy. I'm going to sell 2 here. No, I'm not. Let's see here. Do I want to sell 2 here? Oh, I should have. Should have sold a couple. Not here on my fast track. Not on my top step. I'm using the house blend strat on the top step. Fast track though, I'm getting a little scalpy. Getting little scalp vibes. Which I ended up losing $320 based off of I had brackets set up I forgot about. So I ended up getting stopped up here for $320. I sold like here, stopped up here, and I didn't realize I had brackets on. So really, I added to the short afterwards, but I really wanted this move. Actually, I wanted to come down to 20s, but it happened. So volume needs to kick up. I need the volume to kick up here. It needs to bring its strength. Good morning, right? By the way, if you guys are new here, welcome to the stream. Streaming Monday through Friday, 6:30 to 9:30 Pacific. Today I have to cut the stream a touch short, but hopefully I'll be doing this full time. January is the goal. If I could do this full time January, you guys will be seeing me all day. I'll have little segments. I got a segment called Tea Time. Gonna be where we do a little recap session and hopefully bring in different traders and stuff like that. See the trades they've taken over the week, and yeah, pick brains, get different ideas. It'd be nice. All right, so close below this. I'm just gonna take a tiny short here. Let's see, 5, not on my top step. 2, 1. I'm taking a tiny short. Tiny. I sold a couple. Just for this initial down there. That's all I wanted right there. It's just that little tap, little toe tap right there. The initial reaction, and then this should get eaten up and push higher, maybe. Yeah, so that was just a quick few points. I wanted that initial dump. 6 points or something. Just to play out this player, because the seller would try to sell it after the open 5-minute initially. They'd sell into that, but then if buyers are strong, they just continue to accumulate, scoop it up, and we should trend higher. Volume should pick up then above these players here. See the volume's decreasing. I want to see an increased bar that gets close to this one right here. If it doesn't, I'm not interested. See what happens. I need to make some coffee. It's 8:06. It's just too much action. Little recap here. This bar I didn't take. I didn't take this setup here. We were running into some sellers, which I knew were going to be here. They were there. In hindsight, I should have just entered the trade. I actually had my second entry right here. I was hoping to maybe get a little bit better pricing, like down here. And it didn't get down there. Just kind of continued to run. So, but the house blend said, hey, get into this trade. And I didn't get in. I didn't jump on. So that'll happen. Looking to maybe purchase these 34s. Let's see, auto centering. Let's go no centering 34s here. Let me see if I can buy some of this. Where we at? 34s? 34.50. That's all I'll look to purchase. 34.50. I'll just take a couple. Maybe 3. See if we get down there. We toe tap that. I just want to see a little retracement. Might not get there though. Need the volume to start kicking up here if it wants me to get involved. All right. 2 minutes left in this candle. Should flip green. Taking. I'll still keep my stop limit order in just in case we do a dump and pump. A quick flash should get it eaten up a little bit, especially if we get down here. I might even put one down there, the 224s, just in case there's a quick flash. See if I get those two. Dude, I'll go 225. Just in case we double down. We go boom, boom, and then it eats it back up. I think the fair value gap's here at 223, 224. Well, I don't know if it's a fair value gap technically. I think it is though. Not that I trade ICT, but people love it, so I gotta give them what they love. So that would be roughly your fair value gap is roughly right here. Go 50% of that, just roughly right here. So. What is this? 226? Maybe I'll move it up to 226 for funsies. There we go. So not in a long yet. I do have some buys though. I have one buy at 234.50 and 226.50 for just the scalp account. Not recommendation at all. Purely just playing players here. Trying to play ranges with my fast track account. This thing could flush, dip. I have no stops open. This thing could blast through everything. So 20 seconds left. 27 seconds left. If this, I want it to happen in this candle. If it doesn't happen in this candle, this next one could actually be legitimately bearish if we crack below these levels. So I'm gonna cancel all of them if they don't if it doesn't happen here. I should say you know what, I'm gonna cancel. Let me see, can I cancel just one of them? No, I can't. All right, I'm gonna cancel all of these real quick. I'll be interested in buying the 226, but I'm not gonna go as heavy. I was kind of heavy in there before. I'll go two for 226. 2 for 226. Assuming buyers are still there, toe tap tries to get higher, lack of buying interest. I'm going to sell into the lack of buying interest and then see if this thing actually reverses. So we do have a high, tested the extreme. So this break I could probably take. Is this within 7? I mean, it is the high. We did retest the high. Let's see here. 12 points. I don't know. It's tough. Volume's got to get above this if I'm going to take the selling seriously. Did tap into those buyers to get a 234. That's where my first profit was, but I want to see it. I want to see us get a little like a little scary and then dripped off. A little bit like boom. Might even take another one at 218. I'll throw another one at 218. I'll throw a little heavier though. I'll go like 5. Nah, I'll go 3. 3 at 218. That's what I'll do. All right, I put 3 limit but bid and at that too. So again, I have one at 226. I have two 226, a couple at 218. I want to see these things kind of just tap and give me a little love here. There's one. Got filled for 1. Or 2, I mean. All right. And then if it continues to come down, I have more at 218. This is your true fair value gap right here. Not a recommendation, by the way. None of these trades are recommendations. All right, let's see what happens here. Tried to get me. It's close. What I don't want is I don't want just a dumpster dive. I want to see this thing just get a little bit in there in a retracement. So, all right, looking kind of aggressive. Volume starting to uptick a little bit. Strong sellers here where we thought they were going to be. All I'm looking for is like these buyers to get back in, and then like this, and then as soon as it doesn't get buying interest, like above these levels here, like a 237. Actually, I might just take them at 237. Let me see here. Give me no centering. 237. Do I have to do? I shorted, so I have to buy a couple of 237. So I'm buying 2 at 37. Wait, why did it not order though? Why did that not work? Let's see here. 237. Bid 2. Oh, I'm buying. Oh no, how am I buying? Oh, I'm playing the wrong one. Okay, I have to cut all these. I had to cut them all off. Sorry, I was on the wrong side. I meant to sell. Working the wrong side, so ended up taking way more contracts than I wanted to, but we ended up getting points off it anyways. Nothing crazy, just like $40, but I was playing the wrong side of that. So again, still want that 218, so I'm gonna go fly back down there and go put another two bid at 218. Is it 218 on the money? Yeah, see, I wanted it to get up here. I wanted to be a seller at 38, 37. Where I wanted to be a seller. I mean, a buyer down here, seller up here. So not recommendations, by the way. This is getting very like, it's playing ranges. None of this is part of the house blend. Now this 2-bar though, notice that we did break here. So here's a tricky thing. So 50 seconds left. I'm going to pay a little bit more attention to make sure my working orders is off. Yeah. So the question here is this a test of the extreme? Right? Because if it is, I need to take the short because the volume's now ticking above here, which is what I wanted short, but I know that there's buyers here. This makes it very difficult. So, if this wick's not too big, if it closes decent, I'm gonna consider it short. Really tough though. Really tough. I've been hanging off of trades all morning though. 4 seconds left. I like the volume. Yeah, I'm gonna go short, but I think it's kind of tough. I think it's kind of tricky. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think this is not. This could go either way. Not a recommendation. No up trades. Volume did increase here. That's what I did like about it. Just make sure this measurement's appropriate here. What is that at? 200 on the money? 250? Put that 1 point ahead of that. There is buyers here, right? Just where I said that we're 18. 18 is where I was looking to be a buyer. But with this break here, this makes it a little challenging. A little challenging here. So, again, this thing can just totally fly up. This technically could be considered a retest. So, I'm taking it based off of that. But yeah, on the 15-minute too, it's actually not too far away. To see even a tap and run would be fine, but this is still pretty bullish on the 15-minute. So, we'll see what happens. In between on this one, let's see here. Strong uptick. Try to go higher. Try to break the highs. Does this count as a retest? That's the question. If that counts as the retest, which is tough because bodies is a retest, and then a crack, I think I would consider it a short setup. I'm happy with the execution. It just makes it a little tricky because I like to see retests that are like a little bit more solid bodies, comes up and like tests it with a wick or something like that. It makes it a lot more difficult when you have bodies that have majority top wicks here, and then come in and test like, yeah, we tested the previous body high, but we didn't get up to the wick. It makes it a little bit confusing. So again, this thing could totally just flip up, trap shorts here. I'm well aware. It's only 25 points though. 29 points. 29 points. Not too worried about it. Make sure I put a 3-point stop here. 47, 45. The 18 move would be more decent. Now, as far as players go, let's go a little shorter time frame here. So we do have this big block here. That was the fair value gap. You do have buyers all the way. These are all buyers up until now. This point that they got eaten up into a little bit. Still all buyers. That's a bear trap on the 2-minute, by the way. See, it broke out, tried to go lower, came back up into the range. That's a bear trap. I'm not touching it though because I'm already in this 5-minute context. But yeah, see what happens. So I may be. I'm gonna take one more sell up here at the 55s, maybe on my fast track. Just looking. So these buyers I'm not worried about at all. Like these buyers here up until this level, could care less about. See, these buyers had a decent amount of volume up at this level. So I would consider these guys buyers going forward. And then lastly, these interested buyers here. So I'll be looking to play these zones here in the future. As far as sellers go, was an uptick in volume, not too strong though, wasn't too crazy. A little bit bummed about that fast track stop out that I got. I should have canceled all my brackets. Brackets are the only thing that betrayed me this morning. These top step brackets. All right, nothing much for me to do here in the next 10 minutes. I'm just gonna leave this trade on here. See if I get stopped out. Again, there's buyers here. Like I said, the buyers aren't gone until this gets cracked. And on the I was on the 2-minute from that big order block here. Boom. I'm gonna go try and make a little cup of coffee. Not try and make. I'll hopefully make a cup of coffee. If I'm trying to make a cup of coffee, there's probably something wrong. I'm gonna make a cup of coffee. And buyers are here, right? 218. Right here. That's why I wanted to get long. It would have been a 10 pointer, but it's all good. Make sure I'm drawing this appropriately. So again, don't love it. I don't love it because we're in a strong uptrend. The real difficulty for me here was this a test of the extreme and then a break? Volume got there. I wanted the volume to get up above there. I'm fine with the volume. Was this extreme? Test of the extreme. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more homework on that because I have a lot of data for it, but the shape's just a little tricky. So, according to Al Brooks, again. All right, I'll be back. I'm gonna go make a little cup of coffee. Hope you guys have a good morning. Thank you guys for liking the video. Appreciate you guys. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Knocking down trades 5 days a week. We'll be start doing some back testing here pretty soon. I'm gonna have my camera on. Hopefully at the end of this month. That would be nice. And yeah, thanks for joining. Can't wait to have cool traders like Shark and a couple other traders that I like here eventually, hopefully on the lives. Definitely we're gonna do a soft intro with some recaps and stuff like that, talk about different trades. I'm actually really looking forward to it. So, all right, be right back. Morning, Dewey. Hope you did well, bro. Went to go get a cup of coffee real quick, so I see you just messaged me though. Nice, dude. It is one of those days. Shark also posted. Sweet. Let me see here. Checking my haven't been checking my you call it my Discord. So kind of keeping an eye out here. Wait for that coffee to get done. So doji at the bottom of the range. That's usually a reversal pattern, right? Depending on the context. Usually you need buyers above here though for it to be a true reversal at the top of that doji. But nonetheless, that was a huge slap, huh? Slap off that downtrend. Got another one coming here. I didn't get my coffee yet. I'm waiting for it to finish. Alrighty. In this level's a hold, these buyers are still interested down here. Slowly chipping away at them. Yeah, a little bit more intimidating to hold, right? Because you're going to be risking, I'm going to be risking more like 20 points if I'm going to get into a long here. I will be looking to short these 55s again. Not on the top step, right? This is a house blend strat, so this is a different strategy. But with my fast track, I'm going to see if I take a little short, little pop here. So yeah, I'd actually just throw one up there right now. Let's see here, 50, I want to be short. I'll be short 153.75 just to get in. So I'll go 153.75, 53.75 on the sell, and then I want to hit right at the peak of this at 57. I'll go 2 at 57. And then, let's see here. I want to just build a position around it. If we start getting up into this range, it's a little bullish. I'll still take one at 60. I'll take one at 64.75. Let's see here. Let's see. Probably 62. That'll be the last one I take. And then if it starts cracking above here, it's gonna be a little too heavy. I'm gonna cut it. So, but nonetheless, there it is. So, coffee's almost done. Get ready for that. Good morning, Trader DLS. How are you? Little recap here. We had a 2-bar here, kind of like how I showed you. I didn't take it. It was a little, I'm not gonna lie, I probably should have taken it in hindsight, but fifth bar always gets me. Fifth bar is biggest bar. And then we ripped up. I knew that there were sellers up in this area here. Where are we at? These sellers here. From between 08 and 80. 08 and 80. So I was expecting a little bit of a tap down, then run down here. So I was expecting a double pump up in the 80s, right? So 80s where it started. I was expecting to get a little fade, which we did get a little fade, but I was expecting like a fade maybe to pre-market. So I was trying to get it at better pricing. Just didn't come. So that's what I get for trying to finesse it though. If you guys are new here, welcome to the stream. Streaming Monday through Friday, 6:30 to 9:30 Pacific. Trading just price action. This is the house blend. I'm also taking some scalps with my top fast track account. Fast track, I have some stop orders up here. These levels, one at 62, one at 57, or 2 at 57, one at 53. So trying to just take a few points off, rip up here, expecting these sellers to still be here. do a little push, and then if these buyers are serious, it's going to continue to fly higher. So we will see what happens here. Volume again is ticking above this level. So my coffee's done, by the way, so I'm going to go get a cup of coffee. Hope you guys have a good morning. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just one trade. Try to take a 3-bar here. I'm down $13 because I tried to take this 3-bar. I put an order long here, one tick above here, and the stop was down here roughly, and I was going for 15 points, 15-point scalp. It's for the 3-bar play right here. But this flew through both of my stop loss and take profit, came down, stopped me, and lost me. And I lost $13. Brokerage just clapped, dude. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is ridiculous. Oh, shoot. That's funny. All right. So if this closes red, break out of a couple bars. Just need 2 bars context. Break out of a couple bars. Try to go higher. Came back into the range. I'm going to consider taking the short, adding to the short here. So I would prefer to see it break above some solid bodies. This is more trendy than anything, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I can even get there before this thing runs away. Still finding these buyers here at this level. I could have bought here on the fast track. I literally thought about it. It was like 221. I should buy right here. Osblend is saying short for the moment, but this is looking very strong. Very bull flag break to the upside. Go get a cup of coffee. Hopefully this doesn't break out and hit all my stops and stop me. But not this one. I'm not worried about my top step. I'm worried about the fast track. Forgot to cut my mic before I put this headset on. That was my bad. 1 minute left. One minute left. I'm going to consider this a bull trap. That's the question. I like to see a little bit more context. I would have preferred these 2 bodies to be solid here. This green body. So if this would have been green, 2 bodies, break, try to go higher, break back into this range down here. That would have been a better take for me. But the doji is not as good. It's not as good. But if we do get below this range, I am going to add one more onto the top step with a break above here. 12 seconds left. I want to see this bar get red below here if I'm going to take this. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, what is that?
Order
I'll take 1. Even though that's on the line. 39, 42.50. Limit, stop by. Stop by. Alright. That was ridiculous. Did you guys see how it closed into that bar? It's touching the line, so it can go either way. I'll just umbrella it under that other one. Technically the 175 was right here, but I'll just umbrella that. See if it works. I'm going to take a little tighter stop on here, though. Tighter, 3-point stop. Overall, we're in this flag, but if we break below, it'll be a failed flag, which is just as bearish as a bullish flag. Just as bearish as it is for a breakout of a bull flag. That's how I meant to say that. Still buyers there though. You see the purple zone is just buyers, right? If I labeled it where your buyers are, sellers are up here. So they're just anytime it gets back into this range, they're there. I have to see some new buying interest. If you guys are new to the stream, welcome. Appreciate you guys stopping by. So we'll see. I have some sell orders up at let's see, the 50s on my fast track. I'm trying to sell up into this zone here. We come back up, sell into the zone for just a tiny little draw here. Right now I'm in the context of a 2-bar break here, plus a bull trap. Still tough context because this is a tricky test of the extreme pattern here. It's not super clear. Because of that, if I am wrong on this could all just fly up again. If this is the true test of the extreme, a big retracement, an actual test of the extreme here, that would be a better context for a test of the extreme. So not one that happens kind of dipped and up. See what I'm saying? If it had a big draw, then came and tested the extreme like this, and then had a break, that's much better. That's some actual time. See what I mean? This little one here compared to a bigger one. Bigger one's a little bit more sound. Buyers are still here taking it up. Sellers are selling, continuing to sell. There's a lack of buying interest. But if this buyer continues to create supply, they're not going to find more sellers. Sellers are going to have to be back up here where I am. And we'll see if the bulls want to take it above there again. Which at that point we should come up, test to see if these buyers want to still buy at that rate, which they've been buying at, and then that would push beyond these sellers. It is kind of interesting. I feel like my mind's finally clicked after years of trading with why, like with supply and demand, why patterns are patterns. It's not just a pattern, it's behavior. It's very interesting. I don't look at like flags and wedges and trends the same since it clicked for me. Thanks to the footprint though. Actually seeing the trades come in created so much more clarity for me. I'm gonna do some unrecorded lives so I could actually listen to some little freer reign with music since they're not gonna be recorded anyways. Do some backtesting sessions and stuff. That would be pretty dope. Forward to that. 840. Ooh. I'm actually gonna have to leave here very soon. My first appointment's at 9, so. All right. A little bit of a gap up here. Look at that. Gap up on a 5-minute. Filled it. Still. You don't see gap ups every day. Bottom of this bullish range. See if we're to come up. Man, I really don't want to have to leave during this part of the stinking trade. This is looking so sweet. Not for this this is looking sweet for a continuation too, you know. I could have a lot more action here. Got some sell orders in on the fast track account. Buyers are starting to get a little bit more aggressive, right? Running it up a touch. Boom. Boom. So we can see this pop off here. This could actually be the true test of the extreme here. No matter what happens here in about 10 minutes, whether this gets filled or not, I'm probably gonna have to kill this trade. So I do not like being in trades while I'm driving. Sellers are stepping in a little bit too. Check the footprint actually. Got the footprint over here. Tell you exactly what's happening. Alright, so there's just been a little bit of a lack of sellers actually willing to sell this market down to these levels. They're selling at the highs. 235 over here was a big sell that's now getting pushed out, so these sellers could be getting trapped here. There's not a lot of selling interest down here, actually. Less than buyers. It's not like sellers are getting absorbed. There's just lack interest there. Buyers are stepping in though. There's a big bid at 232. 232. That little gap right there, between that gap. Big bid. So just kind of ranging. Get through. There was also a point of controls at 240 for multiple bars. So multiple thousand case bars here. So we'll see. Really light. It's not too light of volume, but it just seems light. It seems very thick, like a thicker market. If you guys are new to the stream, welcome. Appreciate you guys liking the button, hitting the like button, and subscribe if you guys want to follow. A lot of content coming in the future. Right now, we're still just sticking to live streams for right now. Getting my studio built right now. Getting ready for the camera stream. We will see. Very interesting. So buyers peaked up at that 798 actual imbalance up here at the 40. It is kind of a point of control. So with all these buyers up here, they just got a tiny bit trapped. Just a tiny bit, not crazy. Sellers stepped in a little bit below that kind of heavy, but not too crazy. Sellers are not taking this lower, really. It's very light on the selling down here so far. At this 30s. It's not a lot of selling. I think that's the takeaway. Just not a lot of selling. Am I doing this? Oh yeah, that was that trap from earlier. Buyers are continuing to step up in this range here. I wouldn't say that this is an actual sell that big, even though they're selling in interest here. 8 up into them. There is a seller, but I'd say this is less likely of a seller here. The real selling is, I'm assuming, is going to happen up there. About to get stopped out on 1 on the trap. One tick away. One tick. This should stop me out, assuming. Be real close here. One tick. If it doesn't, though, and it falls and goes all the way to my take profit, I'm telling you guys, 3-point stop with the NAS. Ooh. There are tons of back testing. I always notice I get like stopped out. 2 points, 1.5 points. Anything past 3, though, that's just the trade's over. This has got to stop me out. This is crazy. Got a buy side imbalance, huge buyer, 1,000 slap that bid at 40 again. So there's probably some sell side absorption here at the 40, but
Order
there it
filled.
is. All right, so there's one there. That was the trap context. Should come back up in here into this range. Oh, I'm gonna have to go throw on some stuff real fast. It would be a big bummer if I got stopped out though, and then it ripped. I kept talking such good things about this 3-point stop here. Looking a little disgruntled here. Pretty light. Volume's pretty light here. Buying. So we'll see what's gonna happen. All right, I'll be right back. I should have signed off. Let this trade run. See what's gonna happen. I also have so I have stop limits at 53.75, 57, and 62 to short it. So if it comes up into this range, wicks all the way up to 62, I'm taking this short. So, man, talk such good things about this 3-point stop, and I get one ticked. That's ironic, actually. 39.75, 40, exactly 3 points. This is rare. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, good thing I came back right now. So I got filled for 1 on the fast track. Was looking for a little move down there. Just a little one. And I'll hold it for a touch more. So, fast track. This one's obviously getting close to getting stopped out. We found bidders here. This little 2-bar, it's going to fail going past this. We did find sellers right at the peak of that where the sellers initially kicked in. We'll look for a little bit more. I want a little bit of a retracement. Maybe down to like this level where these buyers should look to get back in. I'm still holding that one sell though. I got in at Phil was at 53.75. So I took the short right here at the tip of this. Oh. No cussing in here. Skip that song. Alright. We'll have to leave here though. Want to see it come down to probably like a 37. If it goes 37, I'll cut that trade. Let me see here. What would it be? It'd be a shorting, so it'd be a buy. And then I'll let this one run on top step. Though this is looking very much like a clean bull flag. So I know this though. And we have the break here. Break needs to hold. Which it's not too bad. I just want to see these sellers kick in. So I want to see it dip its toes in here. Give me a little kick. And then I'll be cool with it taking off. So here's the second force of this. All right, so this is the moment right here. So I have some at 62, very strong. 62? Where are we at? Did I get 2 in here? No, oh, it bounced off. So I got my other one at 57. Right at that line. Didn't fill me. Oh, that's a little bit of a bummer. Got 1 tick away from the second fill there, and that was with 2 contracts, so that would have been a little bit better of a short. Maybe just a 50% retracement on this. $44. All right, I'm gonna close that first one. The reason why I'm closing the first one is because I wanted this one to get the filled and then this one drop. I'm gonna close the second one too, though. Yeah, let me just. I'm on the fence here. Yeah, I'm gonna close this second one too. Let's see if I can get here in time. All right, I canceled the order. Uh-oh, did it fill it? Oh, okay. Oh, it got stopped out on the top. Okay, so that one got stopped out on the top. This is 1 bar break here. After this 5 minutes, we get the second. I can't really get back in here. This is the problem. All right, I gotta go. Unfortunately, trading Monday through Friday, 6:30 to 9:30 Pacific. Down 50 points in the day. Not too bad. Missed this trade. The strategy actually bellowed here, so we should be up about 40 bucks, about 20 points. This was a good trade. Tried to take this as a short on the second here for a little down play, and I think this was questioning whether this was the test of the extreme or not. That was the biggest key here, and I think this is the actual test of the extreme. So this little mini one, I misread that one, and then we had a short trap into it, which since that first one was not a test of the extreme, or likely not, both of these trades were invalid because I should have been looking for longs only. But at this level, there's a difference because now we are actually having a full-on test of the extreme. So with this thing breaking out, trying to go higher, coming back into range, I can officially take this as a short if that does happen. But until then, and I want to see this thing fill, but I got to go. I want to be 10 minutes late on my appointment. All right, I got to go. Take care, Shark. Have a good one. Dewey, thanks for stopping in. Samu, take care of yourself. If you're here, Trader DLS, appreciate you very much for stopping in the stream. Hopefully get a little bit more time here. This is my short day, so I had to cut it a little bit early. But yeah, so if this comes down into this range anywhere below this 53, this would be a short setup for me, not a recommendation. Trade at your own risk. I'm not a financial advisor. Here's some players from a little later in the day where you're going to find buyers at, continued buyers. And then you have your seller from over here still. So we keep running into that seller.
62 would have been the last one. Almost got that fill at 62 and that little bit of a dip. There's our 50% retracement on that candle. That's what I was looking for on the scalp. That didn't happen, but that's okay. Ended up doing well on the fast track besides getting stopped on the stupid trade, but all my trading ideas actually worked out pretty well for me on the between buyers and sellers playing these ranges. So, yeah, not a bad morning. You guys take care. I'm signing off. Peace.